Hello class, welcome to another distance learning lesson. So as usual, copy everything down here. So copy all of this. And then, so here's the Chinese word of the day, 180. It means 180. So 100 means 100, 8 means 8, 10 means 10. So 80 actually means 80. So 810 means 80. So it's like saying 8 tens together. So if you actually learn the numbers 1 through 9 and then 10, you can count up to 99. I'll talk about that in another video. Anyway, take a guess. Why do you think I chose the word that means 180? And I'm going to move on in 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, so let's look at this. So most of today is going to be spent working on these little things over here. So we're going to look at the sum of interior angles. And notice I highlighted these two things, number of sides and sum of interior angles. So let's look at the sum of interior angles for this figure right here. This is a three-sided polygon. This is a triangle. We already know what this is. We already know that that's 180 degrees. So that we can just fill right in. Well, what can we do with the other ones? So I'm going to choose a random corner here. And I'm going to do this. So let's look at what we have here. We have a triangle, and we have another triangle. So that means this thing inside we have 180, and this thing we have 180 also. So that means, what can we do here? So we have 180 plus 180, which is saying we have 2 times 180. So I'm going to put that over here. So yes, the answer is 360, but I'm going to put that right here. 2 times 180 degrees. All right. So now let's look at this one. Also, notice this is n equals 4. I'm going to say this is 1 times 180 degrees. You could put equals 360 also. This is n equals 3. N equals 5. Let's look at what happens. Let's try to do that same thing. Get some triangles. I'm going to choose a random corner. It doesn't really matter where, as long as you are creating triangles. So we got one triangle there. Let's see, how many more can we make? We can do that. And here, we have this. So we have 180, 180, 180. So that means we have, how many of them? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 times 180. And that's, what, 540 or something like that? Yeah, 540. Okay. I think you might be starting to see a pattern. So if you are, then you can try to start thinking, well, what is the pattern that's going on here? So let's look at this. So now, instead of writing 180 in each of these, I'm going to start counting them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 of these. So this is n equals 6. And then we have 4 times 180. Okay. So 4 times 180. So we're starting to get some interesting things. That's 720 if you just do that all together. And then now let's look at the next one. I want you to take a guess as to how many triangles we're going to get here. Because you're probably starting to see a pattern. Let's count these. It is n equals 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 times 180 degrees. Equals, what is that? 900? So what do you think is going to go here? If so far, this has been, we can say that as 1. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to actually erase those and I'm going to use a different color. Just so that we can kind of see the relationship. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What comes after that is 6. And then I'm going to rewrite these in a different color. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you're guessing, you probably guess that you're going to get that. And then that's going to be, I think that's 1080. Okay, so let's look at what's the relationship between 3 and 1, 4 and 2, 3 and 5 and 3, and so on. So I'm going to give you a few seconds. Just try to think about that, and then, yeah. I'm going to move on. Hope you guess. Try to put a guess into here. So something times 180. What do you think that is? N is going to be in there somewhere. So take a guess, and then I'm going to move on in 3, 2, 1, 0. So if we take away 2 from each of these, we actually end up with the formula that we're looking for. So what we can actually do is just use that. Look at what the n number is. Whatever this n is, we can use that. So it doesn't matter what number you have. So for example, if you had this thing, this called a decagon. So for a decagon, you can Google it. Look this up on Google. N equals 10. So the sum of interior angles is 10 minus 2 times 180. So that would be 8 times 180. So if you calculate that out, you get, let's see, 1440 degrees. So what I want you guys to do is, here's your you do section. Figure out what these things are. Google these names so that you can find the n values. So find n value with Google. And then figure out the sum of, so find the n value with Google and then find the sum of interior angles with n minus 2 times 180. Alright, so that's it for this video. Hope this makes sense. Have a great day, everybody.